Ooh,
Good
good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I'm just trying to get out of my channel and, well, get out of the commentary zones channel and get into my channel. So, uh,
Oh,
and I'm still working on my first cup of coffee. How are you
oh.
today?
I was talking to Debbie earlier, and I'm serious. My whole body is just telling me to sleep. So look, Debbie. Now
Mhm.
I've been working for years. We know some companies don't observe Martin Luther King Day, right? So I
Mhm.
know we don't. And
We
I'm
don't
sitting there
either.
going, look, I'm sitting there going, if we're closed on January 20th, which I know it, I said, I will be really, really pissed off. Okay. But of course we're not. But, and then I was actually listening to a
Mhm.
live stream, when I was trying to go back to sleep last night. And I heard someone refer to Michelle Obama as Michael Obama. That pissed me the fuck off. It wasn't a live stream. I was listening to a replay.
Mhm.
And you want to compare Michelle Obama to Melania, who was a fucking cam girl who has no class at all, but you're going to say this woman is a man who gave birth to two kids.
Listen,
The
we
stupidity, the
we've just
dis.
got to put it in perspective, right? The reason why they are saying things like that about the former first lady Michelle Obama, right, is
Mhm.
because she's educated, she's accomplished, she is all the things that what they got going in there now ain't. So they don't have any other like footing to fight on. So this is how you try to demean her and tear her down. Well, we could be just as foul and disgusting, talk about them nude pictures that the former and upcoming first lady has had, and that her questionable visa status, all of that,
I just
all
don't.
of that. We
These
get.
were men.
But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. And this is what, like, I've been listening to Don Lemon a little bit. I know I said I was going to stay out of the news, but I've been listening to Don
Yeah,
Lemon
I listen to him too sometimes.
on
Yes, go
YouTube. And here's the thing, right? We got to learn to come at people the way how
where
they
they're
come at us,
at.
And my thing is, they are coming down on her because she's not attending the inauguration of the 47th president.
There
When
is
did
no
we
law that says she has to.
but when did we elect her?
Trump didn't attend Bush's
And that's the
inauguration.
problem there. And that's the problem there. They are mad, mad, mad upset that a former first lady is not attending the inauguration when a president did not attend the inauguration of his successor, refused to acknowledge the peaceful power transfer of power in this country that we've been known of, that has like defied everything. And that's what's getting me. When the Republicans do something, it's supposed to be okay. But when the Democrats do it, it is like the worst thing ever known to man. Tired of it. Don't care. Michelle, you do you. It was just your birthday. Happy belated birthday. Enjoy all of what life is bringing you. Keep your peace. And if you don't want it, I'm not even gonna lie about it. When she was there at Trump's first inauguration, and she was getting ready to get out of there. We all saw her body language. We saw her
Yep.
facial expression. She was more than actually, when they was meeting Melania and him before they went on the parade, down to the Capitol. When Melania came up there with that gift, nobody else brought a gift. Nobody else, but she brought a gift. She, in essence, broke protocol. Okay, what were we supposed to do with that gift? Because we're supposed to be doing a photo op. Okay, she handed it off to somebody. Queen Elizabeth did that every day of her life. Handed shit off to somebody. Wasn't a problem for her, but it's a problem for the Black woman. Okay. We saw her body language. We saw her facial expression. She was more than done with it. She gave Obama 8 years. She was done after that. And she has retreated from it. And she has gone on and started her own ventures. There is no obligation, no law, no nothing that says she got to show up anywhere. I'm sad that she didn't go to Jimmy Carter's funeral because I know she would have wanted to be there. But when she saw the seating arrangement, she was like, "Ah, hell to the no.
Debbie,
I
you
don't
keep
need
saying
to do
that.
it. At my big old age, I'm not leaving Hawaii to go to DC and mess with my spirit. I'm just not. And at her age, my age, no. My obligation to this country is over, other than to say I'm going to be a law abiding citizen.
But what I
Period.
find intriguing is that they get upset if you're speaking about their wives or their family, but they think it's okay to speak on a former first lady the way they did.
They don't recognize her as a former first lady. That's the thing. Because if they did recognize and respect her as a former first lady, they wouldn't be talking about her
Or
like that.
even
But they see
somebody's
her as
wife,
a black
somebody's
little
mother
girl. They see her as a black little girl, and they refuse to acknowledge her
that's more
accomplishment.
educated than all of them put together.
Exactly. That's Harvard, baby. That's Harvard. That's law. And she's standing on what she said during the election, the run up to the election. And she's not gonna suffer none of these fools. And I don't blame her for saying nothing. Obama, you go do and do you, because you was the
Obama
one who
is
got elected.
obligated. He's obligated.
But all of the former presidents, that Bush, Clinton, Obama, and Hillary got invited to the traditional luncheon after the inauguration. All of them declined. Bush went
Declined.
so
Yep,
far
they
to
did.
say, we haven't it's some weird way that they said it, but it's like they're actually like saying, well, we didn't even see that come across the desk. So okay. They're not going. They're not going. And I've said this before. I don't know why this gets me so upset, but fuck around and find out. That inauguration is going to be quite telling. I know I've been joking about like Earth 2 for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Child's turning into Russia 2.
I'm
Watch
not
your inauguration and see.
I'm not watching. Of course, I'm going to be at work trying to get indoctrinated again, but um, I'm not watching it. It's just I couldn't believe I heard men,
It's
not
so
women, men.
easy. Like there's a bunch of incels right now taking over the government, and it's very easy for them to swing at low hanging fruit. Go ahead,
The
pump your dicks,
disrespect,
pump your dicks. Go
but
ahead.
they cry if you're speaking on their family, if you're speaking about their wives, but you're going to sit on a public platform. Not only is she a wife, she's a mother, but she's a former first lady. And the laughing, and I was like, you motherfuckers are ignorant.
You are going at it as if they acknowledge her as being that. They don't. They see her as a black little girl who don't know her place.
But to say
Period.
Melania has such class, I'm like, were we not looking at the same pictures?
They
Did we
were.
not remember that he cheated on Melania? He was cheating with Melania when he was married. He cheated with the other wife. This man is a serial fucking cheater.
But that's what they all are.
Oh Lord, I'm sorry. So let me say good morning. Oh, good morning, Wendy, Chantel, Wyatt, Drea, Gwen, sweetie. Good morning. M. Witt, good morning. Ryan, good morning. Did I say Tracy, Chantel Gucci, good morning. Jenny, oh, good morning. Tracy, good morning. Wisco Gal, good morning. And then I was listening, girl.
Mhm.
We're gonna have to talk about this after the live. I heard some
Mhm.
shit last night that fucked me up.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
Uh-uh.
Good morning. Queen of O'Hara, good morning. Wendy's front yard, good morning. I knew I'm missing some people. But oh my God, I was just like, because you know when you can't sleep, you be looking for stuff that you can listen to. I don't
Mhm.
watch. Then I watched um Back in Action with
Mhm.
Jamie Foxx last night. Oh my God, that was a
Mm.
good movie.
Oh, okay.
And I forgot what's her name,
Was
Cameron
that the one
Diaz,
that he
whatever her
took
name
sick
is,
on? Was
huh?
that the one he had the stroke on?
I don't know. This was 2025. He was shoot. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But it was a good
Mm.
movie. It was a great movie.
Nice.
A great movie. So I watched that, and I'm just starting Landman, and because someone told me it was really good, so I'm trying to really good. Because before I was watching this series called the Midwives or something like that.
Mhm.
That was really good. I never even knew that was on, but I like that. It's like 30 something, no, 8 seasons. And I'm like, shit, okay, I got to start watching Landman because I said I was going to watch it. But just trying to find something to listen to because
Mhm.
after I was listening to Bomb, and after that bombshell that was dropped, or maybe it wasn't dropped, maybe I just never paid attention. I just said, oh fuck, I can't. It left a really bad taste in my mouth. I was just fucking shocked. So anyway, Landman is good. I'm gonna watch Linus. I have both of those written down. I have both of those written down.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, I tried to watch the new Diddy doc like 2 times. I fell out. Good morning, Wyatt. I'm gonna have to I was is that the one that 50 Cent did? Because I know a lot of people are talking.
Drea, expand on what you mean by you fell out. Like, give me some
Drea, if
teasers.
you want, we can drop the link for you, girl.
Give me some teasers. I need to know.
I need to know. I had to watch my Outlander finale. Ooh,
Mm.
let me tell you what I rock. It's a series on Netflix called Outer Banks. Oh my God,
Mhm.
that is good too. That is good.
Crazy
Oh,
Rich
it's on
Africans
Peacock.
is back.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to look at that then. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at Diddy Doc on Peacock.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Crazy Rich Africans is back. You fell asleep. Oh, it was that entertaining, Drea.
Okay. Well,
Well,
I'm gonna
then
have
I
to make
won't be
sure I prop
wasting my
myself up
time.
if I watch it. Then look, I'm gonna have to make sure I prop myself up if I watch it.
Mm-mm.
I want to see the one that 50 Cent is doing.
He was trying to negotiate to get that put out, to get
Oh,
distribution for it.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Outer Banks is really, really good. I really enjoyed watching it. I was upset they killed my oh my God. They killed JJ on Outer Banks. His daddy killed him. And now I'm waiting for the new season. I am so fucking upset. Because they're in New Orleans right now. They're trying to find his treasure. Um, this one is people he knows. Okay, that one is
Mm-hmm.
the one that people he knows. Okay, so they're going to speak kindly of him then. Okay, got you. Got you. Ooh, so Debbie, you watch Balin Out Loud.
Yeah, I caught most of it. I was chatting with Ryan and Tracy while it was on, and it was very interesting. Very interesting.
Okay, so let me tell you,
Mm.
I didn't realize that Balin was on TikTok as well. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it.
Mm-hmm.
Now her Tourette's.
It's multiple
Remember,
Tourette's.
because what's her name has Tourette's. on
Lauren.
90 Day Fiance, Lauren.
Hmm.
She has tics, right?
She's very mild in comparison
Very
to
mild to what
Balin.
she has.
And Balin, I think she has three forms
Yes.
of Tourette's.
She has a severe case of
Hmm.
Tourette's. Of Tourette's.
Like she has the worst, like
Yes.
period.
Um, I was reading some articles where they said that she um was faking it.
I don't think so. That footprint
I
looks
don't think
painful
so.
to me. Mm-mm.
Do you
Okay,
think
Jenny
that?
O has been following her since 2020 on Facebook. Wow.
Oh,
Mm-mm-mm. Maybe they allow her to do the social media like as a form of like a job because she can't.
hi Amber. Good morning. Okay, you watch Outer Banks too. I just looked
Mhm.
up and I saw Amber, the subscriber. I was like, I can't get used to that name. I really can't. I really
Wait,
can't.
what? I
Amber, the
missed the first.
subscriber.
Mhm.
I can't get used to that name.
I
Okay, so
mean,
she's not fake, but here's the thing. When they asked her, well, they asked her boyfriend if she ticks when they're being intimate. I was like, that's a little bit too much.
I had the same question. Like I missed the first part of the show. Um, Hold on, I'm sending that to Drea. I missed the first part of the show, so I missed that question, but it was in my head. Like I wanted to know. I think I asked somebody. I can't remember. Anyway, Drea says that they let her go from 7 to 18 to get diagnosed.
Mm.
How is that possible?
Well, they said they recognized the ticks, but then they finally got into the Mayo Clinic when she was 18.
Yes,
But
Ryan, and the OCD. She got OCD on top of
yep,
all of that.
yep, yep, she's got OCD. But then when I'm watching her in the kitchen,
Mm.
oh, another season is starting in April. Girl, I'm
Mm-hmm.
serious. The Outer Banks, if you guys haven't watched it,
Mm-hmm.
watch it, catch up on it. It is really, really good. And these about, they're supposed to be teenagers, whatever, but they're not teens. It's really good. I think it's well written. I really enjoy it. And when they killed JJ, I lost my shit. I just lost my shit. They
Yeah,
killed JJ.
Amber.
JJ
Heidi would
was
like
like
you.
James Dean. He's
Mm-hmm.
like a wild child. Yep, her daddy is a Fed. He works for the federal. Well, he said he works for the federal government, so he probably
Mm-hmm.
is a Fed. But they've got 6 kids. Okay,
Uh-huh.
everybody's at home except for the 19-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, because she's in college now. The whole family has had to turn their life around
Mm-hmm.
because of Balin's stuff. As far as the outings. My
Mm-hmm.
thing is, why are you taking Balin to the grocery store? I know she wants to be more independent. But we
Mm-hmm.
got DoorDash for this shit. We have groceries that gets delivered.
But the girl want to get aired out. She wants some fresh air. I wouldn't take her to the grocery store. I'd take her to the park.
My
But
thing is when she's smashing stuff, who's paying for all this shit? Because I didn't see them. But then she's taking girl. I'm not taking Bella nowhere with me.
well, first of all, why was they up in that gourmet grocery shop? Why they
Thank
didn't go
you.
to the Publix or to the Walmart?
And everybody, and you know what? TLC is no good for that. We know she gets stared at. We know a lot of people, especially if you're beast, you got weird active, you're acting certain ways. We know. Um,
Listen, they asked those people if they want to be on TV, sign the release, and let me take a clip of you. That doesn't necessarily mean that they were looking at her because their faces weren't blurred out, so they got a release.
I'm just like too through with, and then, I understand her brother was turning, what is he turning? 11?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 11, the little
Oh,
one.
yeah. And he wanted to go out to wherever it was. I can't remember the place. Because, every birthday is spent at home because of her. You
Mm-hmm.
can't leave her at home by herself. I'm
Drea,
currently watching
Drea has a
Ozark for the
point.
first time. It's binge watch. I'm from. Oh my God. I heard that was a good show, but I haven't watched it. Debbie, have you watched Ozark?
Girl, I don't watch TV.
Well, that's true. You don't. Yeah, that was a
um,
gourmet store. Why
but
are you
Drea
walking
also
out
has a
there?
point. Her parents and siblings set her off. She was noticeably calmer with the boyfriend, and like had like a steady stream of thought verbalized.
Yes.
She was really calmer with him. What's going on in the house?
They're overprotective.
Mm-hmm.
You see that, okay? The mother is just, and the dad, he wants her to do things, but when she was doing them eggs or pancakes, I'm like, get her away from
Mm-hmm.
the fucking stove. We can't have this. You can't have.
But
How is she gonna live by herself?
I think we are calling the mother and the father overprotective in this first episode because we really haven't seen the extreme of her condition. Like in one of the preview clips, it looks like she's having a full on seizure down on the ground, and her
Yes.
mother is like holding her tight so she doesn't hurt herself. Like I think we're calling it overprotective now, but I think that mom has been with her and knows what, like how far her or how bad her disease is, her
Now,
affliction is.
someone on Reddit wrote, the person's name is Loose Distance 800, and I
Mhm,
went back to it because I
mhm,
wanted to find it. She says, actually knowing Balin off internet and TV,
mhm,
this was a complete surprise to see her act or talk like this on this show. As stated, she's nothing like this in real life for at least the 7 years I've interacted with her. So
mhm,
I imagine for dollars, they are making her act more ridiculous and ad lib to make it
mhm,
worse. We are all pretty taken aback how she was acting without accusing her outright, just saying for 7 years of
mhm,
knowing her.
mhm.
This seems weird, scripted version of her. What a shame people have to act, but I guess that's what sells.
Um, how do we know that you know her?
She said 7 years.
Well, I could go on there and say I know Balin too. And I could say that she come outside my window and cock-a-doodle doo every morning at 6:03 a.m.
But why would she make that up?
But why would I make it up?
I think some of it is to me, some
That
of
we
it,
have to incorporate the edit, right? We
yeah.
have to incorporate the edit. However, it was the first episode, and I did get a kick when she called her dad a ball fuck. Um, I could see how some of her things are funny. However, I'm bracing myself. Again, it could be edit, but I'm bracing myself for uh, like how this progresses and how they show it. And even if it's not as bad as the edit is saying it is, this girl can't have a job.
Harper's Ferry, that's where they went. She can't have a job. Okay. He's in the military, he's in the Air
Mm-hmm.
Force, her boyfriend. He's her
Mm-hmm.
safe spot, she says. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, Tracy said on IG, she's actually in her apartment, which we see them looking, and she has to move. But the thing is, Debbie, even I felt
Mm-hmm.
some of it was scripted. Seriously, I did.
I thought the supermarket visit was scripted. Like they were like, "What's gonna happen to her if we take her here?"
Hmm.
But her reactions, I feel, are triggered due to stress.
But what stress are you under? Okay, if you know people are going to stare, she says she's triggered because when she goes out, people stare at her. Well,
Mm-hmm.
you you elevate everything. Well, I don't know if she does it on purpose, but do
Mhm.
we. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, but if she can't control it,
But I think TLC is taking advantage of this woman's disability.
probably is, and she's probably getting paid for it because her daddy is a Fed. Seem like they have
Hey,
means.
Robin. Sorry, long time no see.
Hmm.
Happy New Year. Okay, Debbie, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right. So the family seems to have some sort of means, um, and education, hopefully, um, and hopefully he got permission to be on this channel, unlike other people who's in the federal
We're
government.
not gonna call Riley's name, but okay, go ahead.
I didn't, but I'm saying I hope he got approval.
I knew where you were going with that, Debbie. Okay.
Why you gotta put my business out there? Why you gotta be my Obama angry translator? you
But to
know.
me, I feel like they're taking advantage of this woman's disability. Now, I'm
Hmm.
sure they talked it over, they signed the contracts, but
Hmm.
still, they're exploiting her Tourette syndrome.
Trey says her parents make
And I
a
think
big
they're,
issue over her
okay, I'm gonna be like you.
behavior.
Let's say the
Hmm.
edit. Okay, maybe when she's acting mild, they're not including it. They're gonna show all of these uh episodes with her, you're a fat fuck, vagina, weenie peanut, tiny weenie,
Hmm.
vagina. I was like, what the fuck am I looking at here?
Hmm.
They're not producing this show with any good intentions. They're not bringing awareness to anything. They're exploiting this woman.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm wrong. Sorry. Maybe I'm wrong.
Don't want anyone to stare yet on social media and TV. I think look, I think the
Exactly,
parents,
Wendy. Exactly.
right? But here's the thing. Remember when the kids was all sitting around talking? Like the mother had said, we really do things at home, just to make Balin more comfortable or
Yes.
whatever.
But
And so
Galen
then the
doesn't
kids were
want that.
talking. I thought when the other five kids were talking, it was a real scene
It
because they
was.
were expressing how their relationship with their parents have
Has been
changed
affected. Yep.
as a repercussion of all of the time and attention that Balin needs, right?
Yep.
So do you think that the parents might have like over course corrected, like they used to take her out and then she started having being triggered or whatever, incidents happen, maybe a restaurant owner said don't bring your family back here no more, things like that, and so they over course corrected to prevent anyone from insulting her anymore, right,
Yes,
or her
Robin.
going through an episode. And that's why it has impacted the rest of the family so much. And now she is trying to get a little air. She's like, but wait, like she's not realizing what they're doing. And she's like, well, why aren't we going to the store? I want to be independent. I want to get my own place. I want to be able to have sex with my boyfriend whenever I want to. Things like that. And it's not unexpected because she's like early 20s now, right? She
21.
would
Yep.
want to do normal things. But I think it's great that they have the therapist in there who's trying to teach her how to go
Control her
through
ticks. Yes.
her
Yeah.
ticks and stuff like that. Give her like tips on how to try
I haven't
and
seen it. I haven't
and
seen it work yet.
decelerate. Well, she
Okay.
just learned the finger up in the
Yep.
air
But
thing.
okay, so when she was bowling with her boyfriend, God, I forgot his
Hmm.
what's her boyfriend's name?
Austin, not Austin. Why am I thinking it's Austin?
Is it
No,
what is her
cute boy, boyfriend. Let's just call him boyfriend for now.
Yeah, we'll call
Somebody
him
will put it
boyfriend
in the
because
chat.
you know what? I was supposed to be right
Hmm.
because he's military.
Uh
And
huh.
here's the thing: if she marries him and hi Snuggle Bunny and
Hmm.
the military, while they're all about family,
Hmm.
he won't be able to take her to a lot of things because of her symptoms and her disability.
But if
He
she
won't.
can learn to manage it, he might be able to. And like he'll have good benefits for her. Like she'll get the best care.
She has great benefits with her dad because she has a disability.
Right. Right. So if she does decide to marry somebody, I think it's good that she's marrying somebody who's in the military so that she can continue getting those benefits. She's going to need a lot of help for the rest of her life. And she talking about having babies by the time she's 24,
25.
25.
25.
And I'm just like, girl, you a baby yourself. You like, what if you go and have a episode and you drop the baby? Like, oh my God. Like all of that was going through my
Yep.
head.
Look what Drea says. And
Mm,
she's right too. But her boyfriend is coming to her. If you watch them at the bowling alley, even though she had a few episodes, he didn't play into it. When she walked in was bowling, she told the guy, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. She goes, yeah, I was just. But if you notice, he doesn't play into it. He
mm-hmm.
treats her as a person, not as
Yeah.
someone with a disability.
Yep. It's true. I see what Drea said. Yeah. Oh, that's sad. Hmm. I think the parents over course corrected.
Yeah.
And
Now the whole family is suffering.
but here's the thing, I can't blame them for it because that's their child and they're going to want to protect her, especially because she has this situation, right?
Yep.
And maybe I don't know. I don't know. I just think they over corrected in order to protect her, and they themselves might not realize what's going on with the other kids.
Yep.
But
Because
mom's got to
focus.
start paying attention to the 11-year-old.
Yep. But he thinks it's funny. He loves his sister. He does.
No, they
Now,
all do,
yep,
but
but the
her.
19-year-old, she was
Mhm,
getting really upset at Harper's Ferry when
mhm,
people were staring and she really wanted to get up and go. But okay, we know we see an obese person in the store. What do we do?
mhm,
I know I do. I'm like, and then the first thing I'm looking at, I remember that time when I went to Walmart and this
mhm.
huge woman was in a thing and she was at the bakery. And out of my mouth, I said, we know fucking well she don't need to be there. Didn't realize I was saying it out loud. I thought I was saying it in my head. And I went, fuck. I,
Heidi, inside voice.
I was like, and then people looked at me, and that's when my son Brian had came home for a visit, and he went, "Oh shit!" I said, "What?" I said, "Oh my god!" I said that loud. He said, "Yes, you did." I said, "Okay, well, I'm not lying, girl. I did." Exactly, Drea. Early interventions are the key. So I told you guys about my friend's son who was autistic, really autistic, and they were saying that he wouldn't be able to go to school, he wouldn't be able to do this. She worked with him, had a counselor, she had special therapy for him. Not only did he finish high school, he went to college and he worked. I understand after speaking with her, what, a couple of months back, that he's getting ready to get married. Early intervention. She didn't ignore her other two kids. She gave him what he needed. He needed that special attention, but she included him with everything they did. Yes, I did, Tracy.
Oh, look
Sometimes
at
I think
this.
I'm talking, I'm using my, in my head, but it actually just came out of my damn mouth.
Look at what Ryan said. She'd roll off her dad's benefits at 25, but yet she want to be pregnant by 25.
25. Yep.
Wow, Baylin's smart.
She is smart.
Mm,
She's a beautiful girl. But
mm,
I
mm,
just noticed
mm.
the difference with her and her boyfriend and her family.
A little resentful, even though she loves her sister. I think she's resentful because I think she moved away because of all of what's
Of
going on in the
overprotecting her.
house. And I feel she felt like she wasn't being seen. This is the 19-year-old, wasn't being seen.
Yep.
And she figured, well, I'll move away to school And I think she's come back and she's still not being seen,
I
or
think
they're
they're
not
going
even
on break or something.
acknowledging that she moved away and like saying, "Oh my God, I'm so glad you're here." Nothing, because it's still the focus on bailing.
Yep.
And that's why she started that question and answer session on the couch with her
Yep. But what
brothers.
about the 23-year-old that just
Mhm.
graduated college and he moved back home?
When he getting a job?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Most people by their third year, fourth year, they'd have had a third year internship, whatever they were planning
Mm-hmm.
on doing. They've been out putting out resumes looking for positions. Why are you back home?
Why did Daddy ain't get him in the federal government? I'm just asking about
Exactly.
that.
Exactly. Exactly. So
Is
you got her
yeah.
diagnosed by the Mayo Clinic when she was 18, but you knew they said when she was 6 or 7, they noticed all the ticks and all the stuff that was going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like I said, I missed the first part of the show. I might have missed that too because I was like in and out. But that's weird. She was a stay-at-home mom. How did she not notice this?
Exactly. She was too
Uh,
busy having more
Did
kids.
did they explain that like maybe they just thought it was like, her acting out? Did they explain why there was such a gap between 7 and 18?
Hi, pick me. Welcome. Good morning. Hi to your grandkids. How is your daughter in law, sweetie? Hold on a second.
Mhm.
Pick me. How's your daughter in law doing? How's the family doing? All right, Debbie. Yeah, I'm just like,
Mhm.
exactly.
Something
If they
too.
intervene when she was 7, when they first noticed this, but the outbursts, that's what I want to know. When did all the outbursts start? Who are you? Who are you? Fuck you. Tiny, teeny, weeny. Tiny, teeny. Your vagina. You're bald. You're bald. You're bald. I'm like, and then she got to, I'm like, girl, I would have a nervous fucking breakdown around her. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
She has ADHD. We see, I just
They
couldn't.
did not expand on why they
Nope, they
waited
didn't.
till it blew up on her. So she was progressively getting one
Getting worse.
after another of the
Yep.
different variations of Tourette's and all of these other things that she have. Like, how did she get through school? She must
That's
have
what
been
I
very
wanted to know, Debbie.
disruptive.
How did she get through school? Did they put her in a special school? Did she do learning at home? Which I'm thinking when it got worse, the school's not going to have her there because she's disruptive.
I feel like I missed a lot. I feel
No, there's a
like I
lot they're
missed
not
a
telling
lot.
us.
Ah,
Hi,
oh my
Black Roses.
gosh.
Good morning.
Morning.
There's a lot they're not saying.
It's quite interesting.
Because me, if she's acting like this at 21, it progressively over time got worse. No school is going to have you in there because you're disruptive to the class, not even special education. Okay.
Yeah. Do they
Eh,
still have special ed classes in
Well,
the
they
schools?
don't call them special ed classes
Oh,
anymore.
they don't.
No,
That was called special ed for
no.
me. Special ed, and then we had ESL.
And
Um,
Drea should know because
yeah,
Drea does this for a living. Okay. Look at her. I
yeah.
guarantee her first grade teacher. I'm telling you,
I've been told
I
him to
think
get
she
her
did her
evaluated.
learning
I'm
at
telling
home.
you.
I think
Wait,
she was homeschooled.
but Drea, if she's 21 and we go back to when she was 7, like was this a thing? Like, would a teacher have recognized this back then, or just discounted her as bad behave, like a Caribbean teacher? Sorry, back in my day, they would have just said, "You bad behave. Get your
And
shit in
Tracy was
order."
right. Yep. So Tracy
But
says it depends on each individual on how they handle their outbursts. She explains it in a it's an urge and she has to release. And once she releases it,
mhm.
she's good. That's what she said.
Right, because she said like her body feels like tingly or something like that, and she
Yep.
has to get
Her
it
skin,
out.
yep, and she has to let it out.
But look how easy the therapist came in there and told her, put your finger up in the air and like breathe or something like that. And how do
Yep.
you feel? And she worked through it. Look how far she could have been if they had done that years ago. They noticed it takes when she was 7 or 9. The
The swearing
cochrolia
outbursts they develop later.
developed later. So because it was left untreated, like more and more things compounded, and now she's the mess that she is. Wow. Wow. I have a
So
document.
here's the thing, you know, every time when I was watching it, I kept thinking about the Gigolo, okay, the movie
Wow.
when he was dating, and this one woman he was dating had Tourette's, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what I keep thinking about. I
Mm-hmm.
understand this is her everyday life, okay,
Mm-hmm.
but to me, she's calmer around the boyfriend. He
Yep.
doesn't stress her out.
Yeah. At first, I was saying, damn, his dick must be good. But then I was like, wait, it's his reaction to her. Like, I think he just lets her
Hey,
be
Susie.
her and he talks to her like a man talks to a woman.
Yep.
And she's able to communicate better with him. Did her like in the car, she was good.
Yep.
Like she was making coherent sentences, like she was slowing
And then
down and she
she,
was talking to
yeah.
him. They got to
Okay,
the
and then she
bowling
had
alley.
her outburst,
Hmm. Yeah,
but
but then the bowling alley, I could see how that triggered her. But the
yeah,
guy
but
in
did
the
you see
eye
when
in the
she had
lane
that
next to
chip in
her.
her foot? How he
Hmm.
was calming to her. He didn't
Hmm.
overplay it. He said
Nope.
there was nothing I can do except for
Hmm.
work it out, and he was
Yep.
calm. He didn't
Yep.
get all hyper,
Yep. He
which
didn't
I
make
think
her the
that,
focus of attention, I think.
yes,
He just said, I'm here with you. We have all night to play,
yep,
to play bowling or whatever, however you call that. I don't know. But he was just sitting there and he
yep,
sat with her and like was talking to her to probably try and distract her from the cramped foot. But did you see how that foot like,
yeah.
oh,
It
that looked
seized up
painful.
on her. Yes,
That looked painful. I was like, girl, where's your toes going? My God. Idea 1967. Thank Hillary for this. She got special education federal. Like her or not, she did a lot for special
yes, she did.
education. Who Hillary? Hillary Clinton?
Yes,
No. Hillary
I
Clinton
think.
was in
Hold on.
1968. I mean 67.
1967 idea, that's the act. I think she's stressed when others are. I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
I think so
Or
too.
she's anticipating people looking at her like she
Yep.
knows what she's going into. So she's already stressing. And then she gets in there, and the first person who looks at her is like, it starts to tick. Um, diagnosed because he never saw a psychiatrist until his late 30s. Wow. Um, I do think massive budget cuts are coming. Yeah, they are. Because I saw a teacher on IG
Hi,
begging
Jen.
incoming President Trump to come and sit in a classroom for a day. Go and sit down in the lunchroom with the
Yep.
kids and see all of the good that this particular program is doing at her school. And please don't cut it, because what's going to happen to her kids. And I'm just like, we getting to the point where we gotta beg to get funding for our children.
Yep.
Really?
But hold on, Jen. I watched your um. I watched your replay. Well, not all of it. And let me
Mhm.
just tell you this. I admire you, and I'm going to say that for how you're handling the situation. I also noticed that some things were being said in the chat that may put you back in a position where you don't want to be in. My thing to you is to keep doing what you're doing. Don't let anybody drag you in any type of mess. You're doing great. Um, keep being positive, and I'm telling you, uh, um, me telling you this after what you and I been through, or what was said. I'm telling you what I see. I think you're doing a great job. I just think that people are trying to drag you into battles that you don't need to be in. So that's all I'm going to say. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Debbie.
Yeah. I'm seeing the comments regarding the schools.
Yep, I'm looking
I
at those too.
I this is scary. I don't have any kids, but I got a nephew with a 2-year-old and one that's going to be born this summer. And his wife's mother was a headmistress. His wife is a teacher, and I
Rochelle.
see the brilliance in my grannies. Thank God she didn't get my nephew brain, cause she's smart. And I pray for this next little one that they baking in they homemade oven. But I know that's because they have good people around them. But why are we defunding our children's futures?
They
This
don't
is
want the children
scary.
to have a future. What? Are you kidding me?
This is scary. Like y'all supposed to be pro-life, but y'all don't give a fuck about them kids once they born.
Nope. But I'm really intrigued by this Balin show. Jen, I don't know if you're watching Balin Out Loud. I think you would really enjoy that show. I really do believe you would enjoy that show. It is a good show.
Did y'all see the new drugs that have been put on the negotiation list?
No,
Yeah, the new drugs. Child, first on the list is the Ozempic and the Guaniva and whatever it is. I forgot.
Wagovi.
Yeah, there you go. Child, I'm a mess.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a bunch of new drugs that are up that Medicare and Medicaid getting ready to negotiate the price on.
So
We just
here's
signed it
what I
off.
wanted to tell you guys. Well, okay, we all
Mhm.
know that the Supreme Court has upheld the ban for TikTok. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Mhm.
so it just popped up again. We all
Mhm.
know that they have upheld the ban for TikTok. But this is what I wanted you guys to know. So, oh damn. Okay. So, there was a lady on TikTok, okay?
Mhm. Mhm.
Her name, oh,
I feel the Supreme Court disbanded that to make a clear path for another tech giant to take over TikTok.
so she was a TikToker, okay?
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, what's her name? Chastity Shayfield, I think that's her name. Well, people would use her for clicks and likes, okay? I mean, for likes.
Mhm.
They would go
Mhm.
out and give her alcohol, while she was on camera, and she would be singing and they would be getting
Mhm.
money and all this stuff, okay?
Mhm.
Um, she was known as, I think, a Shayfield Kelly. Shayfield Kelly. She was found unconscious at the city center on January 14th, okay? This woman has now died. Hi, Boston Beauty. Hi, my baby. Hi, KK. So, this is what I was saying about Lisa. Hi, Sassy Susie. Good morning. This is what I was saying about Lisa. Everybody thinks it's funny. They're giving her money so she can go buy. Everybody knows she's not buying food. Okay, she may buy cigs,
Um,
but we know she's
hold on
buying
one
crack.
second. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Boston Beauty by KK. It's not about coverage. It's about Medicare and Medicaid going to the pharmaceutical companies that produce the drugs and negotiate a lower price for the recipients of Medicare and Medicaid. So it's lowering the prices of a new set of drugs. They were covered before, but they it's just like what they did with the insulin, reducing the price to the end customer by negotiating a preferred pricing structure plan with the pharmaceuticals, kind of like what Costco does. Um, so that's what I meant, not coverage overall, but reducing the price out of pocket for the beneficiaries. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
So
the
she.
lady, people would go find her on the street so they can film her
Hmm.
and give her booze because that was her drug of choice. She's an alcoholic. Okay?
Oh wow.
That's what they did. So now people are being charged in this woman's death. They were three people so far is under investigation. Um, that's what I was telling them about Lisa. They think this is funny, to give her the drugs and watch her go off or give her money to go buy it. People don't understand. They will find you.
Hmm.
Not worrying about this girl
Mm.
has a family, which her family I think is all a piece of shit, except for Jess, her other sister. They were going out finding her, giving her booze so she can sing songs and they can record her and put up there. Hi, my Mugsy. Does Pick Me have a cash app? Pick Me. Is she still here? Pick Me. If you have a cash app, please put it in the chat, sweetie. Hi, Mugsy. I missed you. Happy New Year. I'm just like, no, Jen, who are you talking to me? But yeah, this is crazy. It's not, people will be held accountable. And that's what they don't understand. That's what they don't understand. Hi, Riley. Good
Okay.
afternoon, sweetie. I,
Oh, Heidi, I just sent you the next 15 drugs that's being negotiated. And sorry, it's for Medicare only.
oh, for Medicaid
Yeah,
only. Okay.
Medicare, not Medicaid.
Okay.
But he's doing it specifically for the seniors. And it's similar to what he did with the price negotiation for insulin.
Which is a good thing, right?
Yes, it is because it's a lot. It's 15 more drugs that probably cost a crap load of money. And if the,
Ooh.
the government is if the government is the largest purveyor of the drugs, then they should be buying in bulk and negotiating as such. Any good businessman would know that.
Yep, that is KK. That is beauty. That is KK.
Hello, Charlie. Thank you, Drea, for reminding me. I wasn't looking at the screen.
So that's true, Wendy. That's true. Okay. But here's the thing, if you know this person has an addiction and you're feeding that addiction, it is their responsibility, but you're feeding it for your own enjoyment. And it could lead to someone's death. Why wouldn't they be held accountable? I get
Okay.
it. Oh, okay. Why wouldn't you
So
be held accountable?
so they find this woman. They know she has a drinking problem.
Good
They give
morning,
her more
my
drinks,
queen.
and then
Huh?
they film her on her social media or on their own social media.
On their own social media, but she had her own because she would be singing and drinking. So they would
Mhm.
go out and find her wherever her location is,
Right.
give her booze so she can keep singing so they can post it on their social media.
I would hold them accountable too.
And just like you have
Mhm.
all of these awareness groups, Good Morning Sweet Potato, they all these awareness people on TikTok, they're the ones that were exploiting Lisa more than Lisa was exploiting herself, which brought more attention to Lisa. You've got people saying they give her money because they know she's going to go buy crack and they want her to come back. And that's when when she needs another fix, she's cursing people out. You're contributing to her habit. Whether you give her a dollar, $2, you're still contributing to her addiction. Point blank, period. That
Mm-mm-mm.
$1 you gave, Could have go with the other dollars she was receiving, and that's a fix that's going to kill her. You can't tell me you don't see her on a live. Her hands are black. Her nails are black. You can't tell me you don't know this woman is going to get another fix with her eyes rolling back in her head. Come on now. Come on. Boston Beauty says it's all about the money. Gotta love how insurance companies play doctors. That's true. They shouldn't be able to determine who's good enough for what. They should leave it up to the doc. But the doctors are paid. Well, they get an incentive to push certain drugs. How's that? All right, Riley.
Did you see what I sent you about United Healthcare and cancer patients?
Yes, I saw that. And is it shock how they overcharge these patients? Is that a shock? Is that a shock?
Yeah, but by 1,000%.
Yes. Is that a shock?
Oh
I'm
my
not shocked.
God. Wait, and that's the CEO that just got snuffed, right?
Yep, that just got snuffed. Hi, hear
Ay,
me
ay,
roar. Good
ay.
morning.
Wait, who here banks with Capital One?
I have an account with Capital One. I've had one, but it's only like a savings. I've had that since they
Uh,
were bought out. But it used to be another. It used to be another bank in Texas,
mhm.
and then they bought them out.
Oh, and you just never changed.
Yep, never changed.
Because you saw the other thing I sent you.
Yes, our Capital One. So they were being sued, and then people's deposits, which I was watching that too, that it wasn't showing up.
Like Capital One is being sued by the federal
It's,
government.
yep,
And so then all of a sudden, Capital One starts withholding direct deposits for their customers. Like people will get their paycheck direct deposit,
yep.
their pensions direct deposit, their social security direct deposit. How are you doing that? That's got nothing to do with your problems with the feds. But hold on.
They said it was a glitch with the ACH system.
Okay, so they're saying Capital One is accused of allegedly playing with folks' hard-earned money. The bank is trending on X after millions of customers were impacted by a major outage that's withholding direct deposits, payments, and transfers. Oh, it's even more. Okay, this is courtesy of the Jasmine brand.
Yep.
Customers are reporting paychecks and essential transactions being delayed or frozen due to a technical glitch reportedly linked to a third-party vendor. On top of the outage, Capital One is also facing a $2 billion lawsuit from the U.S. Consumer Financial
Yep.
Protection Bureau. The lawsuit accuses the bank of deceptive practices by withholding interest payments on its 365 savings accounts, preventing customers from earning the promised rates. The CFPB claims Capital One failed to inform customers of necessary steps to qualify. Oh, there's a worse bank than mine. Wells Fargo, you looking good today.
Girl, I got rid of Wells Fargo. Oh my God.
I got in
Years ago.
I got inherited by them because like my banks, like I started off with I think it was Wachovia, and then Wachovia went into somebody else, or
Yep.
Wachovia took over somebody.
Well,
Like
Wachovia was folded into Capital One as well in Louisiana. They were.
no, in Florida, I can't remember which bank I started off with. It ended off with Wachovia, and then I think Wells Fargo came in and took over Wachovia when they were in trouble.
Yep. I got rid of Wells Fargo. Oh my God.
It is
Oh, what was
horrible.
it? 2004, 2007? Yeah.
I went in there
So,
to get a bank slip, and when I left, I had opened up two accounts. And then like I went to my main branch that I had my original account with, and I said I want to close out these things. And so the lady was like, they just opened. I was like, I went in for a bank slip. This is how old it was.
Yep.
I went in for a bank slip. I don't know
You
what
should
this
hear me
is.
roar. So look what Rochelle. So I'm telling you,
Rochelle.
when I tell you that doctors get an incentive, uh, I know that for a fact, and she should know it too. They get us an incentive to push certain
Mhm.
drugs.
They do, but they have to cut down on that, especially after the lawsuit with the opioid company. I think a lot of doctors are very hesitant. Like they'll let the drug salespeople come into their office, but to say that they're going to be pushing it now, like how they used to, no. Because I remember, like when my mom first got sick, I remember the difference. They had like a whole cupboard full of samples on everything that those salespeople would come in there and leave them. By the end of her sickness, that cupboard went away. The only thing that they had left was like if a person was just coming into diabetes and they needed the finger pricking things, the lancets, they would have those to start them off along with the testing machine. Like that's what they kept in the office. It wasn't drugs anymore. At least my mother's doctor like completely changed in the 10 years of her disease. And like when we went over to the neurologist's office, no samples, no nothing. She gave me a sheet full of the supplements and drugs that my mother had to take on a daily basis. No samples at all. So I remember those days. I remember those days. Mm-mm-mm.
I'm sorry, Debbie. I hear you. I just have to get some
Mm-hmm.
coffee. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
had.
she won a many a great dinners. Yeah, but
I
they've
forgot my
got
coffee had finished brewing, and I hadn't got a
mhm.
cup yet. So I'm back. Yes, I'm here.
There's a lot of rules and restrictions with regards to how pharmaceuticals can wine and dine doctors. Um, and if they get caught, it's a lot of penalties. Mm-mm.
I fight like a girl. I hope you're okay.
My
Sassy, how
daughter's
is your mom?
okay.
I didn't watch. Okay, I haven't watched the Don Lemon interview yet with Wendy Williams. I'm gonna do
Oh
that.
my God. Oh my God. I've heard clips from the Breakfast Club. I heard the full thing on Don Lemon.
How was it, Debbie?
There are times where it does sound like Wendy, and I don't know if it's more wishful thinking on my part, but a lot of time. There's a few times where she's not the same Wendy. She just isn't. There is something wrong with Wendy, um, but I think she still has the majority of her wits against her because she's cognizant enough to know what she can and can't say,
Yep.
and she's trying to say something, and she has her niece there trying to help her do it because I think she's figured out a loophole where she won't get in trouble if it's somebody else saying it, right?
Yes.
I think what she did that day, that press junket day, like she is smart because she set this shit up. So there's still a bit of old Wendy there.
But I
And
thought
when
she had I thought she was under a conservatorship.
she is, she is, and it's very restrictive.
So how
And
did they
she
get the
can,
interview through is what I want to know.
because the niece was there. And the phone that Wendy has, she explained it, the phone that she has, she can call out, but people can't call her. And she's like, I've never seen a phone like this. I think they had either I don't even think they had the niece's phone. I think they had a bunch of burner phones. And with each interview, they did a different burner
But
phone.
how was her niece going to see her? Because what's her name? Black China? She and
Hmm.
Wendy had a really good relationship, and she
Hmm.
stated now she can't even reach her.
Correct. She's not family. if at one point they had blocked Wendy's family, so why does Black China think she's going to get access to her? So whatever she says,
Oh,
I feel bad for her.
sassy. Wait a
Huh?
minute. Oh, sassy.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my God, baby. I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
Oh my God.
Oh, sassy. When she went to her mom's house one year,
Mm.
and she showed us her mom has Christmas up all year round, girl. Uh,
Aw.
it's just she was showing us all these different rooms with the decoration. Oh my God,
Mm.
sassy. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I am so sorry.
Mhm.
Y'all keep Sassy and her family and her mom in your prayers. Please keep Susie and her family in your prayers.
Yeah. So she's no longer drinking, so her condition has improved. Yeah, because she has the dementia from drinking. Um, there are bits and pieces
The
of Heidi that
drinking,
are
the coke,
there.
look, the
Mhm.
cocaine. Yeah, okay.
Well, I think in the last part, it was a lot of the drinking. It was the uncontrollable drinking, like drinking a whole bottle of vodka for breakfast. Come on now. Come on now. But I think the guardianship in New York, I could see why it was triggered. However, she has a responsible family and an aging father. Like her sister, Wendy's sister is an attorney.
Yes, she is.
They can transfer that conservatorship over to her sister and move Wendy down to Florida
And
and
that's
let
what
her
they're
be with
trying
her
to do
family.
because they had blocked the family. I was remember reading that months ago.
Yes,
Not even her son was able to see
correct.
her.
Correct. But I think after the movie, they gave her a bit more freedom. She was able to go to his graduation. And I think being with her family does her good, especially being with her father, considering she lost the mother. Like, that's her last remaining parent. She says that she's in a facility with like a lot of elderly people. And I mean, I don't think she needs to be there. If
Nope.
she does need to be in a facility, then let it be in Florida with her family. And she
So
kept
they
on
can come and
stressing
go.
that
Yep.
the conservator, the guardian, makes money off of her. And that she does.
Yep. And
She
Wells Fargo
does.
locked up her account. Wasn't it Wells Fargo?
Yes, Wells
They locked
Fargo
her account up?
reported her for
Yep.
fraudulent transactions and requested the conservatorship.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Monday's gonna be a hard day for me because oh God,
Mhm.
2 more days. Well, one more day. Hi, T Love. Good morning.
Mhm.
Ooh, oh. After I finish with HR, I'll be in my office, so I'll call you, so you can keep me entertained too before I lose my shit. Because I know it's not. I'm gonna stop saying that. It might be a
Mhm.
good day. It might be a good day. Let's just say that.
It
I
will
don't
be
even
a
have
good
to pull out my
day.
AK, so it might be a good day.
It'll be a good day.
I'm counting down, Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to listen to this though, because somebody said that she does know who Don Lemon is. I
Oh
want
yeah.
to know what she says about all the shit going on with P. Diddy right now after everything she's been through with him.
I think on Charlemagne's show, she said that he gonna be in jail for the rest of his life.
Oh, I can't stand Charlamagne the God because he's an RS too. I can't stand that fucking man.
But he also had a good interview with her. Like I said, it was a
Yeah,
press junket. She did several interviews that day, and she knew exactly who she was targeting.
2 hours. Okay, I'll see what I can do for you. Look, see my cough is better.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see
It's
what I
not
can do
so
for you.
sticky and wet anymore.
Nope. And seriously, I think that's why my body is uh that's why I needed to sleep because of everything that's happened in the last 2.5 weeks. My body
Mm-hmm.
was just like the stress and everything else. But now I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I, look, I feel that energy again, except for yesterday. It took my ass completely down. So I do not get exactly how non-family members can. Now, Britney Spears needs to be back under some kind of care because that bitch is crazy. I'm sorry. If I see her one more time on TikTok doing that same fucking little dance, looking kooky, looking right up at the camera, girl, you need to go to some kind of place. You really do. Yep, she knows a lot about Diddy. How do we know that Diddy didn't do something to her? Let me stop joking. Let me stop.
Well, it's very easy. He could have sent a purveyor of fine goods and powders over to her. Never
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I had it, Rochelle. I had that vicious flu that was going around. I had it. I had it. Then I heard
Mm-mm.
Angel's voice was leaving her. I said, Angel, you sound just like I do right now. That was like last week when my voice was going. And
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, that was horrible. Yeah. So we need to get Wendy some diamond painting or something. We need to get her a hobby.
Why?
Oh, and the Inside Man with Ted Danson. Not Ted
Mm-hmm.
Danson. Uh Ted, what's his name? From Cheers. Is it Danson? Yeah.
Isn't it Ted Danson?
Yeah, Ted Danson. That is a good that's a limited series. The
Mm-hmm.
Inside Man. That is great. I'm telling y'all, I've been binging shit. Look,
Mm-hmm.
see, I'm telling you that sleep comes. All I want to do is sleep. I'm like, this
Drea,
shit has to stop.
he got her fired because she said that he liked the boys in the yard.
Yep, he liked the boys in the yard.
Yeah, I remember that. I was still in New York at that time. Wasn't I? I think I was.
So Fight
Yep.
Like a Girl says she had cancer medicine that cost her 16K a month.
Mm-hmm.
Are you with United Healthcare?
Oh my God.
That's
No,
not
but
funny
cancer
because that's my
medicine is
insurance company. I'm serious.
no.
That's my insurance company through my job, United Healthcare.
Mine is Blue Cross Blue Shield.
I haven't had Blue Cross Blue Shield since uh, I was in Texas.
This is my
And
first time
and
with
a
them.
really good friend of mine works. She's head
Mm-hmm.
of HR
Mm-hmm.
at one of the Blue Cross Blue Shield locations,
This is my first
and
time
not in
ever being
Texas.
on it. When I was with my this company, when I was with this property before COVID, it was Cigna, and now it's Blue Cross.
So, Colleen, you did watch Inside Man. I saw Ryan said she watched it too. Inside Man is great. Really, really good. And
Mm.
yes, there's a season two. And I've also just finished the last season of Evil. That's on
Mm.
Netflix as well. Netflix has some great series. I'm serious.
Somebody recommended to you earlier to watch YOU.
YOU? Oh, I'm
I
gonna find
saw
out.
I saw a trailer for it when I was watching
YOU.
Housewives. I think it's on Peacock because that's where I was watching Housewives.
Yeah, okay.
I agree with them. I think you will like it. I do not
Okay.
because it's scary. But I think you would like it.
Okay, you. I'm gonna watch that.
Mhm.
But also, oh my God. Did you watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
Yes.
What the fuck? Girl, everybody's going to go visit Boz now. Isn't that something? When Kyle went to visit her,
Kyle was trying to get the lowdown.
Kyle was trying to spin her and have her come to her side.
Uh-huh. And she also realized that she was not the welcoming committee with Boz. Normally, she is the welcoming committee for
Yep.
whoever comes on here, but she's slipping. That's because she's too busy texting PK.
What do you think about the text between her and PK?
You hear the girl say that she will never say what they've discussed?
Woo, that's more than memes, isn't it? And jokes.
Uh-huh.
But Kyle, when she was talking to Boz or Bose, whatever her fucking name is,
Uh-huh.
excuse me, you still holding a grudge because of how Dorit was hugging on Mauricio
Yep. She got that picture up in her phone.
in her phone, girl.
And then, oh my God, this is why I love Sutton. Sutton and Garcelle and
And
Kyle
Kyle.
are having a country club day
Yeah.
in Sutton's backyard. Sutton brings in a tennis pro. They get Kyle all comfortable, telling her, let her do the tennis with Sutton, all of that. Hot and sweaty, come back, sip some non-alcoholic iced tea, and then says, "Well, you had infidelity issues, Kyle." And Kyle's like, "When?" And so Sutton and Garcon are looking at each other like, "Wait, what? What you mean when? When have you not?" And so
Woo!
at Bose's house, pulling up the picture where all of us think that he's cheating with Dorit. And I'm just like, girl, that's the least of your problems. You got a picture of the transgender woman that he got caught with in your phone too?
You know what? I was waiting for that one, okay?
She's never acknowledged that. Never. And this is the first time that she's acknowledged that instance where Dorit was kissing his back.
Girl, she was
That was
rubbing and
very,
kissing. Did we
yeah.
not see that?
She was rubbing him, and then she gave that really intimate kiss on Mauricio's like back of his shoulder.
Shoulder.
I
Yep.
was like, who does that? Like, I have never done that to anybody. Who does that?
So I don't know if you guys know, but Kevin O'Leary has put in a 20 billion cash offer to
Mhm.
TikTok.
Mhm. He's from Shark Tank, ain't he?
Yep.
Interesting. I wonder if he's going to outbid Jeff Bezos because Jeff Bezos wants it for the marketplace.
Yep. 20 billion he put it in right after the Supreme Court held that ban.
Wow.
So if they don't accept that offer at midnight, all the US TikTok users will go dark. Polisa.
Oh, let him turn it down. Let him turn it down.
Polisa. Polisa. Uh,
Well, the damage is done. China got all of y'all information. So the damage is done.
and the funny thing is, it's on the 19th, and Trump gets inaugurated on the 20th. Woo-hoo.
Let me tell
So
you.
Mauricio, we know, is a cheater, but Kyle said she thinks it's different because he was interacting with women on social media. Bullshit. He was doing more than interacting with women. Okay, Kyle? More
Yeah,
than
but yet she don't count that. She
nope,
don't remember. She don't count that. That's
nope. And
nothing.
then, and then, oh my God. Wait a minute. Why is Dorit so obsessed about these messages between Kyle and PK? Do you think PK is going to tell Kyle something that Dorit don't want her to know?
They're probably talking about Dorit. They're
And Kyle
probably
said
talking
that
about Dorit.
Dorit was trying to paint her as somebody she's not. No, girl, she's painting you for exactly who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You a mean girl. You hold grudges.
And Sassy Susie, everybody buy what you need to buy from Timu now. Buy everything you need to buy. Because as soon as this administration turns over to the next, remember, tariffs, everything on Timu is from overseas. You're going to have to factor in your tariffs. So just buy it from Amazon. I buy a lot of stuff
Hey,
that come from
Zelda.
the same China right on Amazon.
So TikTok is not going to sell that app. So they're just closing it in the US, okay? And
Right.
Elon Musk, no, they are not. Elon Musk is not buying TikTok at
He
all.
was flirting about it, but I think with how bad Twitter went, Yeah, I don't think he should be buying any more social media things. And it's bad enough that Meta owns Facebook, IG, WhatsApp, and then another one. Like that's too much in one pocket. Um,
Well, it's the same thing with Xfinity, how they were taking the market. Well, Xfinity, Comcast, same company, how they have
right,
to,
but
how
that's
they have
government
to market.
regulated, and social media isn't.
Yep.
So there's no federal oversight. This is the wild wild west on social media now, because Curly Locks from Meta came out and said everyone on the platform is going to be your own fact checker.
Okay, let me
Just
ask a question. Let me ask a question. Do we think that TikTok is for Americans to express their First Amendment rights? I see a lot of begging. Rumble, you express
Mhm.
your First Amendment rights on. TikTok, there's the lesbian community. There is the girl. TikTok has turned
Though
into bed talk.
there's two bids on thing. One, real estate mogul Frank McCourt. Did
Yep,
he drop out?
I think he dropped out. He dropped out.
Ah,
But Kevin O'Leary
child.
put his in as soon as the Supreme Court upheld that ban.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I would hope that they would go on and clean it up because it's very embarrassing, what goes on over there on TikTok. Will I want to join it after it, if it is bought by a U.S. person? No, because I still feel like China will have some sort of tentacle in it. And besides, I think I've aged out of TikTok. I don't relate to what's on there, like from what I've seen from y'all. I don't relate to that. That's disturbing to me. I don't want to see people um, slowly decline. I had to do that
Yep.
in real life. I don't want to see that on my social media. I want to see dogs, cats, pistachio food, cake, food. Like I want to see like food and cute guys, and that's about it. And yeah,
I want to
and
see if
travel.
this. I
Yeah.
want to see if this interview is up.
Just let me
So
see.
actually, Parnham sat down with Lisa with Lisa Banfield. Um, and this was like 9 hours ago. She sat down with Lisa Banfield to discuss the allegations of her rape. I'm gonna just say the word when P Diddy ordered her at this home, and I listened to a little bit of it. I dropped the link in case you guys want to go check it out. Debbie, I really want you to check out that interview as well because
Which interview?
I really want to discuss that.
Which
Uh,
interview?
with that, her name is Ashley Parham. Remember, that's the one that she said she had went over to the guy's house who was in a wheelchair. P Diddy and them came over and they
Hmm.
ordered her. He used the remote control. He called his mama on the phone. The mama was trying to convince her not to talk. Two
Okay.
different police reports, and now they're investigating the police departments because they didn't do anything.
Who did her interview?
Lisa Banfield.
Mm.
I just put the link in the chat.
Hmm. Yeah, but if I click on that, I think it does something because I have a wrench. I'm
Okay, so
not. Yeah.
you can't click it in the studio. Well, no, in the StreamYard, I mean, in Restream, you should be able to. But I'm in a YouTube
Mhm.
studio. So,
Okay.
yeah, but that's the link. And the full interview, I'm going to give you the name. It's on News Nation. Okay, it's on
Hmm.
News Nation. It's where it's at.
Uh-huh.
Ashley is on the peak. Ooh, okay. I'm definitely going to have to watch it now. But she gave her interview. It dropped last night. If you guys want to go watch it, I started listening to it, and kind of like fell asleep because I was already tired and I was laying down and I was comfortable. But her story has not changed. Not changed.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And those police departments that came out, and then the one when she went to the doctor, went back, they still didn't do anything about it. Then when she asked for a copy of the report, they don't seem to have one. But even the neighbors saw the cops over there, saw her and the guy. So, and they do have, but then everything that they were giving her, it was already, nobody went and spoke to Diddy or anyone that was involved. And they're being investigated.
Mm-mm-mm. Ashley's on the Peacock doc.
I
Okay.
will watch that. Yep. So her story has not changed.
I like Sassy Susie. Show me the dogs. Yeah, the dogs, the cats, the food, the cute boys.
Yeah. So anyway, that's, I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that. But
Mm-hmm.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is off the chain. Well, of course, I'm watching the Real Housewives of Potomac too, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
just, uh, you know, I'm a little done. I can't stand Wendy or Cecil, whatever her fucking name is. I can't stand any of
Mm-hmm.
those women on there right now except for Karen and
Well,
um,
you like Karen? I love
well, I'm talking about
Karen.
people that I can watch. I like Giselle and I like Karen. I can't stand Wendy. I can't stand Mia. Never really cared
Why?
for Ashley. And
Why
now
you don't like Wendy?
is trying to be Butch and try to get Mia's friend Jasmine in the sack. Ashley to me is just disgusting and fuck anything. Never did care for her. I don't like any of those women on that show right now.
Why you don't like Dr. Wendy with 4 degrees?
Cause she's just fucking fake with her fake titties, and she's shiny all the fucking time, like she just rubs baby oil every fucking way. I can't take women like that, and all that fake ass fucking hair. Yeah, Cameron went to rehab, and she didn't go to the thing.
Yeah, but maybe she got dry skin.
Girl, stop.
She
They
just
all,
doesn't
and
want to be called ashy like
Mia is
him.
ugly as fuck, and you know you're bringing this man around your kids while you're still married, and then you're sleeping with your friend Jasmine, who we find out on this last episode y'all had a foursome with Ink and P, the one that she's still kind of dating off and on, that they were together. Girl, this whole shit is disgusting. It's just trashy.
Well, here's the thing. I think Mia could get help with her face because it seems like she has acne scars because that's what mine looks like. But if she gets snail excrement, that Korean beauty thing, that serum, it'll help with the texturization of her skin.
Well, it's not
It
going to
helped
help with her
me.
personality, but I will be watching you. I wrote it down, Black Roses. She's just nasty and she's disgusting, and
Well,
I
my
can't.
only thing with Mia is that she's using her children as part of her storyline. And my concern about that is like this is a forever record.
Yep.
And these kids have to go to school. And I don't think like you can use them as a storyline if they are ill, if they caught a
Susie, good point.
cold, if they miss school, or as Mary did, like her
Yep.
son was having issues with substances. But her children are still very small, and you're bringing up their paternity.
Yeah, but
That's
doing
not
it in front
kosher
of the
to me.
kids, and you know your ex was supposedly Gordon isn't stable, but you're bringing Gordon around your kids, and you think this is parenting with this other man that you're fucking, and you've been fucking. You had an abortion. You've been fucking this man behind Gordon's back, and you expect Gordon to be okay with it. And Susie, you are right. Find all of these thousands of missing children. Exactly.
But no, Gordon should be okay about it because when he opened up their marriage, she was okay about it. So tit for tat, poo poo
But
Gordon.
she been doing it.
Correct, because they've had an open relationship. They've had an agreement.
Yep, she was
But
a
the
hoe on the pole.
agreement was
Look, she was a hoe on
broken.
the pole.
No, the agreement was broken because Gordon's family took away his access to funds and to the businesses that they had. Now that Gordon's family has allowed him access again, they are back together.
And I heard that. I was like, wait a
Hmm.
minute. So he's got money again.
Yes, he got back access. So now everything is hunky dory. Again, she had an agreement with Gordon, and good on her because it kept her off the pole because that's where he found her.
Yep. And at the gentleman's club. Look, let's
Where
be
they
sure
served
we say
steaks
gentleman's
and they
club.
wore
Okay.
ball gowns. They wore ball gowns and served
Yes.
steak.
Yes. Let's just make sure we say gentleman's club because she just wasn't an ordinary stripper. Okay. She was
Hmm.
at the most of the fucking places are called gentlemen's clubs now. It's still a strip club. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
But
When
I
they
wish
want to
we
get
could
in
do better.
certain zip
Find
codes, they
all
call
of
it a
these
gentleman
hundreds of
club.
thousands of missing kids because they seem to find every damn thing else. I want to know what happened to all these kids, all these girls that went missing in South Africa, Oprah. And did I hear that?
What? How did we get onto this from like we're supposed to have Potomac find the missing kids? I'm sorry, I lost
No,
that.
no, no. We were talking about something else. And then
Oh.
we jumped on to Potomac. But
Mm.
also, I want to know, is it true that Ellen DeGeneres was kicked out of Canada? Is that true?
Why would she be kicked out of Canada?
Well, she and Portia, whatever her name is, they went to Canada. They live in Canada.
No, they live in the Cotswolds in the UK.
Well, I'm sorry, not Canada, the UK.
Oh,
I heard she was kicked out of the UK because there was a federal warrant for her.
where'd you hear that from?
Again, rumor. I've been looking into it, Debbie. Looking into it. Allegedly, she was
Ah,
kicked out of the UK, not Canada.
ah,
I was looking at Susie. Um,
no, I.
oh, Sunway. I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
My grandmother died the 28th of
Oh,
December. The funeral was on Friday.
oh,
Hope this year gets better. Oh my God, sweetie, I'm so sorry.
my condolences, Sunway.
Yeah, Ryan, I didn't mean to say Canada. Seriously,
Yeah,
I was either looking at Susie or Chantel's name. But yeah, they live in the UK.
yeah. Well, Sunway, based on my experience, the first year did not get better. It moderated. I'm hoping for the second year to get better. Just take your time and ride the wave of grief. Just ride with it. Don't get sucked under. If you start feeling like you're going under, call somebody.
Call somebody, Sunway. You can always reach me on IG. Oh my God, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Sunway, she hasn't been around since the new.
Yeah, she's been MIA. She has been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. But let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna binge watch Married to Medicine this season because I understand that Dr. Heavenly and all this stuff, but she had to finally admit that Daddy has been
Mm-hmm.
cheating. You know, Daddy. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Greg.
Mm-hmm. You leave him alone because he's my bedroom brother. He got bedroom roof. Leave him alone.
Dr. Greg been cheating, okay, but she was worried about everybody else's marriage. So I will be binge watching that
But
girl.
don't worry. Heavenly has been coming after Heavenly, and I think Jackie, and I
Yep,
think Simone too, have
yep.
been coming after
Quad.
Phaedra.
Oh, Phaedra and Quad. Don't Phaedra and Quad.
They come back after Phaedra regarding some event that Jackie had where
And the guy
Phaedra
bid
went up for
4,000
auction.
for her, and she told him to go with it. And they said when she made a $45,000 pledge that they didn't believe it. Yes, that's why I got to binge watch. Okay.
Well, apparently it wasn't supposed to be like for real. And Jackie's charity charged his credit card and he went ham. He went ham. Jackie refunded it, but ooh, it's a whole mess. That girl had to beg her friend. Phaedra had to beg her friend that she hadn't been with in decades to bid on her.
Yep. So I will be watching. Look, I'm binge watching. And trust me, that is something I want to talk about. Also, Salt Lake City, Debbie, Deborah,
Mhm.
Debbie is really, really, really good.
I've heard, but
This season of
mm,
Salt Lake City, it's really, really good. So I need to finish this last episode. But I'm telling you, the housewives are on fire right
ooh,
now, Debbie.
they should be on fire, burnt to the ground.
Yep. They're girl, stop. They're on,
You agreed, though.
I know. But when you said burnt to the ground, I was I thought about all those people in California.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Wishing the
And
best for
that's
everybody in
why
California.
I was in Bambi's chat yesterday, and
Hmm.
they were talking about, some guy on panel, and he made a little funny about how the gang bangers aren't banging right now. They all running. To me, because he had just left California, I thought it was inappropriate and I had to leave. Then I go back in,
Hmm.
and they're talking about illegal immigrants, okay?
Hmm.
They talk about how they're Ring. I said, so what about all the Americans that are Ring kids? What about the fact that no illegal immigrant is shooting up schools? See,
Here's
when
the
it comes
thing,
to shit
though.
like that, you
But
can't hold one or two people or that do this shit against all illegal immigrants, okay? Because this country was built by illegal immigrants.
but who you think is gonna rebuild California?
Illegal immigrants?
Thank you. They're just gonna stop selling oranges underneath the freeway, and they're gonna go and rebuild all of your neighborhoods.
Yep. That kind of shit
So
to me
stop
is
saying
just,
bad things about the illegal immigrants if they
that's what I don't like.
are
Because
building our
Yeah,
country.
because you got a few bad seeds. Okay? Granted, not
Hmm.
all illegal immigrants come over here and commit murder, commit rape. Some of these people come over here to feed their families.
Hmm. And the first thing they want is work.
Yep. I was just a little, yeah, I had to leave because I was like, you know what? I got to get out of here right now because I'm about to lose my shit.
Mm-mm-mm.
Now, granted, it says, bring me your hungry. I get it. I get it. You've got some bad seeds that do get in
But that's everywhere.
everywhere, everywhere.
My family are immigrants too, Rochelle.
I get it. Some
My
people do it the
family are
right way.
immigrants.
Some people do. A lot of them do it the right way. You had the families that came in on Ellis Island. They had to write, I get it. Some people just can't do it the right way. They can't wait that long. It's a matter of your family starving. Some people risk their lives to come over here to make money. And a lot of companies hire these illegal immigrants and they know their social security numbers are fake. So they're getting taxes taken out of these checks.
Yeah. If you took away all the illegal immigrants here that are working and paying taxes, you would see a huge problem in this country. Huge. And then what it was that dairy farmer in Wisconsin? It was somewhere up there in the northern states. But he was saying that if they took away his illegal immigrant workforce, his dairy farm would be shut down
Shut
in
down.
2 days, and there would be a huge problem in our food chain
Yeah.
because he knows that in addition to him, it's all the people around him. It's in the chicken industry, it's in the pork
Everywhere.
industry, it's in the beef industry. This is our whole food chain, y'all.
Everywhere. Who do you think goes out and clean your offices? Who do you think doing all that work?
Mm-hmm.
These
Who does
legitimate
the law, the
companies hire
landscaping?
these illegal immigrants. That's why they
Mm-hmm.
work at night.
Landscaping too. That's another
Last
big one.
everything.
Yep. They are
All illegal
everywhere.
immigrants are criminals.
That's right. That's right. The that community, they keep our country running. They keep our country running.
Yep, exactly. And they keep saying, oh, well,
Illegally,
they're
they were the
taking
only
jobs
ones
away
willing to
from
do the work.
bullshit.
Hardy Rock,
You
so
have people
true.
that could go work at McDonald's, but they rather sit on their ass at home and collect government funding. I get it.
Yep.
A lot of these, they were talking about how some of the schools were shut down so they can house these
Mhm.
illegal immigrants. I get it. I understand the frustration, but the schools are shut down. They moved the students to other schools. I get it. I understand. But you can't say all illegal immigrants are criminals. You just can't do that. You
Well,
can't do
yes,
it.
you can. You can technically because it's freedom of speech, but it's up
Well,
to
okay.
us to digest that information accurately. You could take it in, but then do your research and realize that it's only a small percentage. That most of the crimes in this country are committed by American
That's what
citizens.
I was saying. Look at all
Yeah,
of these infrastructures where all of this stuff is being built overnight. Who do you think is
but
doing all of this shit? Illegal
but
immigrants.
But listen, this comes down to what the strategy is with this is that if a statement is repeated enough, it becomes fact because people aren't going to take the time to find out if it's true or not. They're just going to say, oh my God, I've heard that so many times. It has to be true. And that's what they're relying on. We've got to be smarter now. We've got to be smarter now.
That's what I'm saying. So when you see all these people doing all of this bridge work at night, you see them building these homes. I remember when I was in Texas and they were building this apartment complex, and I never
Mhm,
seen nobody working. Right? High
mhm.
tin pail. I never seen nobody working. Girl, one day I passed there. I'm like, when in the fuck did this go up? They're working at night.
Some projects should be done at night, especially if where they're around. Where was this project done? Because
Girl, I'm talking about building a whole fucking apartment complex
I've
on
seen
Chester
that
City Road.
happen. I've seen that happen before in certain areas where they had restrictions on noise during certain times of the day.
Okay, so it's okay to
Mhm.
make the noise at night when people are trying to sleep.
Yep.
No, they were doing it because they hired illegal immigrants to do
Yeah,
the
but
work.
their entire workforce can't be illegal. A good percentage of it
Not
can
the
be.
entire
Right.
workforce, but you would
Right.
see like framing and concrete workers. I'm
Hmm.
serious. Me and Nate drove by one day. I'm like, oh, they're doing. Girl, I'm serious. In 2 weeks, I went, where the fuck did this come from? I said, it was just like boom overnight.
No, a lot of it could be prefab too. Once they lay down the foundation, they could bring in prefab everything else.
Hi,
Because we did
DJ.
that.
Good
We did
morning.
that
Welcome.
with the hotel I worked at.
Yep.
We had 60 days to put up 90 extra rooms.
Damn. Con
Hmm.
Air. Wait a minute, Debbie. Do you see this? I saw a joke that Air Force One would be renamed Con Air.
Oh, hot damn.
I'm just like, okay, I respect the office of the president. I may not
Uh-huh.
like the person that's holding that office,
Mm-hmm.
but I respect the office.
Mm, really?
Yeah.
Even now?
You heard what I said, right?
It's put a tarnish on it for me,
Yes.
to
But
be
what I'm
honest.
saying is, I may not like the person that's sitting
Uh-huh.
behind that desk,
Uh-huh.
but that office holds power. You know what I mean?
It does, but when the person who is sitting behind the desk and holding the office don't respect the office itself, it makes it
True.
kind of hard to respect the
I get
office.
it. I understand that. I get
Hmm.
it. Um, oh my God. I'm just like, you know what? So Rochelle's in Canada. Chantel's in Canada. Michelle LaBelle is in Canada. We have a lot of
Hmm.
Canadians.
Yeah.
We have a
Hmm.
lot of Canadians. And I love Canada. Always have. Since I was living on the East Coast, we would go Labor Day, we would go up to Canada.
You
Labor Day
see,
weekend.
and go to Toronto's Caribana for what? You
Yep.
should be going to New York's Caribbean Festival. It's better than Caribana.
Yeah, but he doesn't. And you're right. He doesn't respect the office. So does that mean that I don't need to respect that office? I look.
Yeah, but when he brings it down and denigrates it, it
Yes.
makes it tough for me to do it because everyone else has had so much
Yeah,
respect for that
Susie,
office.
I'm sorry. I forgot. I didn't know if you wanted everybody, but Susie, put your
Mm.
she's Canadian as well. And I didn't know if she wanted everybody to know, so I didn't say anything.
Aw.
Yes, Susie is Canadian. Julie, BC, British Columbia. She's
Ew.
Canadian. We have a lot of Canadians.
Yeah, Caribana is good, but not that good. Like not like New York.
Yep. And of
Sorry.
course, we know Rochelle is Canadian. She's from
Mm-hmm.
Canada as well. So it's
Mm-mm-mm.
just, but when these next 4 years is going to tell a story, then we know that Vance will probably run. Oh God, and trying to see who would be able to run against him. Who knows? But um,
Thank
Jesus,
you, Drea.
big. Okay. So anyway, I'm just like, so tomorrow, Debbie, if you don't
Mm.
mind,
Mm-hmm.
we can discuss um Married to Medicine, which I got to binge watch it. Hi, who's that? See, girl, I didn't know. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go. I hadn't seen you in a while, and there you go. Um, I was going through my mods and stuff, and I was like, okay. And then I said, well, if she comes in, I'll give her back her rent because I had some stuff that was happening in my chats that I was getting messages about.
Ryan, are you serious?
What?
Americans will now need something like a visa to go to the UK and EU in June? What? Why?
Yes. Didn't think you
Why?
knew that.
No. Shit, I gotta get my Belgian passport back.
Because Kayla needed not only her passport, well, it started before, but she also needed a visa.
Why we need a visa to go there? We ain't never need one before.
Now well,
Oh, it's the beginning, y'all. It's the
it's
beginning.
but that's the way. See, because I was asking Nathan the same thing, but he needed they needed that not just their passport but their visa.
Has been in the works for
Thank you. It's been
years.
in the works for
Wow.
years. Yes, it's just
Digital
like
ID to
for
visit the UK.
it's
Oh.
just like your new license or your new ID. You have to have that gold sealed on it. Yep, you have
It's
to
been a
have it.
few years.
And who's that
Okay.
girl? I'm so happy to see you. Um, but yeah, so that's been in the works for years. And yes, now you need it.
Don't yes, Commonwealth. What's that mean? I'm part of the Commonwealth.
You are part
Hello.
of the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, Ryan. Yep. So they needed that visa. Yep, they needed to get it. Hi, Michelle LaBelle. I was just talking about you. Good morning. But yeah, so um tomorrow morning, let's just do
Oh, the ETA. Okay, so I
Okay,
know about ETA.
who's that girl?
This is
Girl,
the
when you
online
get a
form that must
minute,
be completed.
you gotta call me.
Show more.
You definitely need to call me. I am so lost. Has anybody heard anything about what's the guy's name? Nick
Who?
Romano? Is he still in jail?
Who's Nick Romano?
Some guy that he kept getting locked up between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I don't know if he's out. I haven't heard anybody talk about him. Um, but I don't know. And then the Queen is on our money. I've never had problems traveling to the UK. I was
You
saying
said,
good things about you, woman. Why would I say bad things about you? Why would I say bad things about you? But I haven't heard anybody. Rochelle, do you know anything about Nick Romano? That's when I went into Bambi's. I was going to ask her about that when I went back, but then they were talking about illegal immigrants. Call
mm,
me later. You think he's still in? Oh my God. Oh my
mm, mm,
goodness.
mm.
They had to put up a $10,000 bail, and he didn't show up in court. And from my understanding, his mother lost that money.
Mhm.
A bail hearing, and she lost that money. Oh, you haven't seen him? That's right. You're out there. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about him at all.
Mm,
Jesus.
mm, mm, mm.
Well, I hope everything's okay. Maybe he's getting the help he really needs now. Who knows? Because I was telling Bambi that one time, I said, uh, he's not really stable. That's not somebody that you want to, but, no matter what you tell Bambi, she's going to do what she wants to do. So I'm like, okay. But I'm glad to know that. But anyway, Debbie, so tomorrow,
Mhm.
can we just do like Housewives and thing unless we have anything going on in the news? But if you guys watch that interview with Lisa Banfield, definitely want to talk about it. And there's a certain clip that I'm going to play. This woman was actually art. I saw him streaming from a street corner where I left for a meeting. It was weird. Oh, damn. Damn. Maybe he's still in then. Huh. Um, I didn't think you looked for him. I didn't think you looked for him. I don't think anybody would look for him. And last night I was in Georgia's live for a while, and then Chantel posted Lisa. So I had to go watch Lisa. Then I had to go back in. So I need to go back in and finish watching the parts where I missed for Georgia's live. Um, but Georgia's been playing oldies but goodies, and I'm like, God damn, I remember that well. I know, who did I see that might be going live today? I don't know if Savage is going live. Somebody I saw that had a tentative live set up, and now I don't fucking remember. Um, Hold on. Okay, Chantel, what's the news on your cousin? Um, Somebody I saw was going live that I follow.
Mhm.
No, we haven't did Sister Wives. We'll do Sister Wives tomorrow. We'll do Sister Wives tomorrow.
Oh shoot, we didn't do Sister Wives. Oh
No,
yeah.
yeah, we have to do Sister Wives tomorrow. We'll do Sister Wives on Sunday. Um, I am just a little disappointed with Sister Wives. I really am.
Well, from what I gather, this episode was like the what was supposed to be the end of the season. So now, moving forward, we're going to deal with more current, like this is the fast forward to the wedding. So now we're going to deal with more current things regarding the land and the passing of Garrison.
Yep. And you guys know that Aaliyah, her birthday had just passed, Barbie immortalized her, and that doll sold out in minutes.
It looks so cute
It
though.
looked like her.
Yeah, but she looked like a little doll baby anyway.
Yep, she did. But yeah,
Mm.
he was found guilty. I thought they didn't have evidence. No, we didn't talk about Kotex. I'm serious. I even told Debbie when we were talking about it. What was it? I said I just can't anymore. I just can't. But we'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, she makes me sick. Thank you, Ryan. But we'll discuss it tomorrow. Um, and what was it? It was oh, they're talking with Ban Lisa. Aren't we so happy, sobbing and new? Yes, you need a passport to go to the UK, and well, Americans do, and now we also need to get a visa. It's called a
A ETA.
yes, it's called a
Yeah, I
U.
knew about that. I
Yes.
just don't consider that a visa. Like, I don't know. Like, visas for me are stamped into your passport. Like, this is just like border clearance. It's like similar to what they do for Dominican Republic.
Yep, I'm going to go buy me an Aaliyah doll. I used to collect Barbies like Christmas time,
Hmm.
and I actually kind of gave that collection to one of my granddaughters. And yeah, we're not going to talk about that. But
Mm.
I'm gonna have to. I did. I will
Oh,
collect.
Ryan said that Aaliyah's gonna be in Target on
Yep, that's
January
why I
28th.
highlighted January 28th.
Nice. I'm only now looking at the chat, y'all. Venice is charging a pass per day. Yup, but that's to keep their waters clean.
Mm.
They got too much tourists though, and then the cruise ships are
All of that.
polluting the
Yes.
water.
Yes, exactly. I was talking to somebody and they were talking about taking a 10-day cruise to Alaska. And I said, I can probably do that in April or May.
Hmm.
But yes, I do want to do that.
My friend did it
Yes,
last
they're
year
selling
in
it.
August.
And now they're
Maldives.
suing. So yeah, so we'll talk about that tomorrow.
In the caravan.
Oh, Chantel, I'm so sorry. But you know, after reading that article and stuff and what you sent to me, I didn't think they had enough evidence to find him guilty. Somebody was going live at 1 o'clock. Um, was it E11? Hold
Mm.
on. It was somebody gonna go live at 11. And I just don't I remember seeing it earlier because I checked to see if anybody was going to go live before I set my live this morning because I didn't do it yesterday. I don't, but I remember looking and I said, oh, okay, I have time. I don't remember
Mm.
who it was now.
I'm sorry, Chantel. Oh my gosh.
Yep. So I would definitely pull that up and read it. But I didn't think, I don't know who it was now and I feel bad. But anyway, um, yep, 2 men guilty of murdering Hell's Angel recruit Greg Slewich. Oh my God, Chantel. They killed a 39-year-old legal marijuana grower at the co-op. I didn't think they had evidence. I know about the car that looked like his, but that was a fast ass trial.
Mm-mm-mm.
First degree murder. Damn. Yep, and they had the security footage and oh, I'm sorry, Chantel. I really am. But I'm going to read this and see how did they come to that. Is there any updates on the fires? Is there any updates on the fires?
Mm-mm.
Debbie, have you heard anything about the fires? I
Nope.
know Houston
It's
might be getting 6 inches of snow. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. But
mm.
there's no global warming, right? Um, Houston may be getting 6 inches of snow.
My boss said it's gonna be 21 degrees in Orlando next week. I said, "What
Yeah, it's
Orlando?"
going to be cold in Florida. And I'm telling you, it's cold here because the little snow we did get a week and a half ago is still on the
Mm-hmm.
ground.
Mm.
It's still on the ground. That snowman really hasn't melted. And it's foggy as shit outside right now. Alexa, what's the temperature today?
Good morning, Heidi. Right now, it's 25 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 33 degrees. By the way, I can notify you when there's rain or snow in your area. Would you like me to do that?
Yes.
Okay, I'll check the weather in Spokane daily at 7 p.m. and notify you if rain or snow is expected the next day. To turn this off, just ask me to cancel rain and snow notifications.
So, yes, Houston, 6 inches of snow.
Mm-mm-mm.
So, when they had the ice storm in Louisiana, we had an ice storm in Texas before I left. Now we're getting, when they did have a dusting, it was something else. Now we're talking about 6 inches. Dallas normally gets snow. Dallas gets a lot of snow. Yep, they're supposed to
Mm-mm-mm.
get 6 inches, Aesops. So, uh, that shit is crazy. But anyway, I love you guys, and I'm trying to see if there's anything on the LA fires. Debbie, have you heard anything on the LA fires?
Nope, everything is about
Is it
inauguration
contained
weekend.
yet?
Wait, did you see who's playing at over the inauguration weekend?
No, who?
Nelly and Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
Oof. Oof.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything about the death toll rises as firefighters make progress in deadly South Cal. Um, yeah, I don't see any updates on containment or anything else. Nothing.
Yeah, they're falling out of the news cycle.
Yeah, it is. It's falling out. It's like, okay, we've moved on to something else now.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Nelly and Snoop. Okay, Nelly needs money. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Snoop. Who cares? Um, anyway, I gotta
And
go.
they showed his performance on I saw it on Instagram yesterday. He edited, he did clean versions of all his songs. He was just at like a DJ's setup, and like they were just looking at him like, what's happening? It was so weird. It was so weird. But I hope the check cleared.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Before I go, I wanted to show you guys this. Hold on a second.
Mhm.
Bye, Susie. Let me just show you guys this real quick, and then I'm gonna get out of here. My voice is going again. Hold on.
Mm.
An Arizona woman is dead after being stabbed in downtown Denver. Thanks for joining us. For 12 News at 10, I'm Mark Curtis.
And I'm Kadiba Divine. We have learned that the woman was a flight attendant staying in the city on a layover last night.
She is so
12
pretty.
News journalist Gabriela Becerra spoke with this woman's loved ones and is joining us now in studio with what we know about the attack. They have to just be in disbelief, Gabby.
Mark Ribe, her loved ones are just in shock over this devastating loss. Her husband tells me he received a phone call letting him know what happened. Then he found out she had went through several hours of surgery, but doctors unfortunately could not save her. He tells me his wife was an incredible musician and an animal lover.
Flight attendant.
71-year-old Celinda Levno, a Phoenix-based flight attendant, was exploring Denver on a layover when she was killed in a stabbing attack on Saturday.
There's someone out there who is indiscriminately stabbing people and causing significant harm.
Denver police say an unknown man stabbed Levno in the 16th Street Mall, a mile-long outdoor pedestrian space located in the heart of downtown Denver.
She received a stab wound to the throat, was transported to the hospital to Denver Health Medical.
I'm gonna make
where
some
she
tea as soon as I get off of
went
here.
a number of medical procedures and ultimately expired early this morning.
Investigators are still looking for a suspect who they say also stabbed two men further along the mall. Both had non-life-threatening injuries. Denver Police Chief Ron Thomas says all three victims were alone at the time of the attacks.
We have been able to link all three of those incidents based upon video suspect descriptions that have been provided to us.
Levno recently celebrated 35 years as a flight attendant with American Airlines. A spokesperson sharing this statement with 12 News. Quote, "We are heartbroken and mourning the tragic loss of our colleague who was the victim of a senseless crime last night. Our thoughts and support are with her family, loved ones, and colleagues, and we are doing all we can to assist law enforcement in its investigation." The Association of Professional Flight Attendants also offering support for Phoenix crew members, stating, quote, "While this tragic event did not take place at the layover hotel, crews laying over in downtown Denver will be temporarily relocated to a hotel near the Denver airport. Levno's loved ones tell me at her core she was an animal lover. A close friend sharing these words with me, quote, "She was truly the most incredible and kind woman out there. Everything she did was for everyone else," adding, "This is a devastating loss to everyone who knew her. She will now be with us every stride, and her love for horses will be carried on through all of us." And police say they do not yet know what a motive was. There does not appear to be any connection between the suspect and the victims. Metro Denver Crime Stoppers are offering up to a $2,000 reward for anyone who has information in this case. Mark?
So I showed you guys that because I always tell people when you're going to new places, you don't want to just go out exploring by yourself. And I'm serious because stuff like this happens. Then there were 2 pilots that were arrested. One was Southwest, and I think the other one was American, or was it United? For being drunk. When I'm seriously, when I'm watching my pilots, if we're waiting for a pilot to come in, girl, I'm watching to see if he's a little. But their co-workers are the ones that's turning them in. You're drinking, and then you're getting behind this heavy ass machinery with all of these people. Not only are you risking their life, that's what I'm saying. I do too, Chantel, I really do. But I am, and I added cayenne pepper like my sister told me to. So I will definitely make me some more tea because that has really, really helped. It gave me the runs, but it really, really helped. So, but I'm just letting you guys know that you need to be really, really careful. Okay? Really careful. And because you don't know. Same thing with when Scotland was telling me about her granddaughter was coming through Istanbul. Hell no, you better not go out there exploring. You stay in that hotel that's inside that airport. Don't go out there. I told the same thing to my daughter-in-law when she was traveling with my 2 granddaughters. You want to go, you go. But you're not taking my granddaughters out there. They kidnap people.
Well, that could happen anywhere.
Anywhere. But it's definitely when you're traveling by yourself out of the country. Okay? Look at all these people. So now I understand they have hostage negotiations going to get these Americans back. But we always say that we don't negotiate with terrorists. Okay. I gotta go. I love you guys. Have a great day. Thank you for being here. Debbie, don't go nowhere. So we'll be back tomorrow, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Exactly, Black Roses. They do it randomly, not all the time. Yes, I've watched Taken. All of them. Bye, guys. See you later.